Hi Aquarius, welcome. Glad you're here. Those of you who are new, welcome. Welcome to the Blue Star Energy Tarot with Cindy. We're drawing 4 cards, Aquarius, for your November energy. And I guess at this point we're moving through November. It's a little bit further than that. Your first card is the 3 of Wands in reverse. If you find that you've been experiencing like some tower moments or triggers, it's the energy. It's primed right about now for it. I did a video on it. Please feel free. There's some insightful information. We have the Queen of Coins in reverse. We have the 6 of Wands. And we have the Justice card. Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. Aquarius. You know, the shadow card being the 10 of Cups, that represents home, family, happy home, happy family. It represents our desire to reach an endpoint, if you will. It is a card that, for me, in my interpretation in the 10 of Cups, it's like a step below the Sun card. It is your accomplishing, or shall we say, in the process of accomplishing, meeting your goals. And because it's cups, it's in reference to our heart space. And our heart space can mean our emotions, the people that we engage with. It could also represent your connection to your spirituality and your vibration. It all depends on what it is that you are moving towards or wanting to take action to. It is a Pisces card, which means in order to get to that point of happiness, contentment, being comfortable in one's skin, one needs to go a bit deep in their emotions to understand themselves. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Coins in reverse. In the upright, the 3 of Wands speaks of you working in a direction and taking action on your goals, on what it is that you're attempting to do. And if we look at the shadow card, happy home, happy family, albeit, you know, maybe it's your spirituality. This is you taking action on it. Now, when cards are in the reverse, what they mean to me is that you have either taken action on it, that it is in the past, or that maybe for you, that this is something that you've been hoping for and have yet to step into. Now, I'm not sure why I'm leaning in that direction, but I'm going to trust my instincts on that. 3 of Wands follows the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is giving yourself permission. It is the process of you internalizing that one wand, being excited, having this new passion, stepping into something new. And the Two of Wands represents you seeing that this is a new way to go. This is a desired path you want to go on. It is really just an act of you acknowledging and giving yourself permission to move along that continuum of that one wand experience, whatever that was, whatever it was that excited you. The Three of Wands is you actually taking action on that. Where the two represents your intellectual aspect of saying, okay, I'm going to continue further down this road. I'm going to look into whatever this new shiny thing is, this creative project. The Three of Wands is you actually taking action on it. We have Sun in Aries. Aries being Mars, taking action. Sun, meaning what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. It is the reflection of this. The number 3 in itself represents, wanting to manifest it, wanting to bring it to fruition. Excuse the noise, I work outside. In this card, we see someone sitting on a rock with the 3 wands around them. He is naked. And this ship looks like it's coming out of the sun, the rays. And for the first time, I looked at this. I'm sorry. When I usually say your ship's coming in, you're take action towards it. This time, I'm looking at it as your dream, because the ship looks like it's coming out of the sun rays. Maybe that's why you were dreaming of it. The next card is the Queen of Coins, and she is in reverse. In the upright, she speaks of nurturing. It speaks of needing to be nurtured. Understanding oneself and the needs that oneself has, and recognizing it. She too is in reverse. So this pretty much is in the past energy. I guess what I want to ask Aquarius is, were you dreaming of or wanting, desiring this aspect of home, family, a tribe, people that lift you up? And like I said, I feel like for some of you anyhow, that maybe it was a thought, a desire, but it wasn't actualized. I realize the Six of Wands is here, but I'm going to stick with what I'm feeling here for some of you. That I feel like maybe this is in reference to someone who is not around family, do not have a support group. They don't have their own tribe. They're in a bit of an isolation. Perhaps. The next card we have is this Six of Wands. The Six of Wands speaks of valor, success, taking action, and taking action on whatever it is that you were focusing on and being successful with it. In fact, we have Jupiter and Leo. Jupiter is about expansion. Leo is about following your passions, right? But I feel, quite frankly, there is a conflict here. And I'm getting something along the line, a representation of like a person who followed their career and opted out of having a family. It is that sense of conflict I'm feeling here. And again, emphasis on the sun here. The next card we have is the Justice card. It's the scales. It's about balancing. It's about understanding what you put out and what you receive. Satisfying your deepest desires versus feeding your ego. Justice could be, you know, I was speaking about somebody seeking a career. Perhaps it's representation of someone who's in law, went to law school. If you went to law school, that's a hell of a lot of years to put your time and energy into. There is no time for family. Or shall we say, I shouldn't say it like that. There is limited space and time for that because it takes a great deal of dedication. And maybe that's the point of this. You know, weighing options. Of what you truly want and desire, or the dual aspects of, you know, this concept we want it all. We want money, career, family. We want it to all fit perfectly within itself. And maybe that's why I'm getting this duality here. I won't know. Let's get some clarifiers and see. Excuse me. There's an aspect in this Justice card that speaks to me of asking you those deeper questions. Look at that. I want to show you. You see these clouds in the back? They're dark. This is a soul searching. I feel like, Aquarius, there's a soul searching going on regarding, you know, what you once desired versus where you're at now and moving into the future. And I'm getting a time clock, like the ticking of time. Don't ask, I just get these things. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Yep. Whew. I love tarot. And we have the Ace of Swords. Queen of Coins. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. Six of Wands. Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Five of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four Cups. This is pretty powerful right now for me. I'm getting like tingling and pings left and right. And when I say pings, that's just my intuition, psychic aspects telling me that, you know, this reading has meaning for somebody in particular. I spoke of these two cards. They do go together. They are an aspect of perhaps once wanting something, perhaps desiring a family, wanting your own clan, your own tribe, perhaps having a baby, perhaps, you know, marriage. It is this play on this duality in your mind of having one or the other, or choosing to forego one for the other. And perhaps that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to marry those two concepts together so that you can perhaps have it all, at least in your interpretation. So the Three of Wands in reverse is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Swords. And I find this rather interesting because it feels to me the choice that you made was for your work, was for your life's work. This is where you dedicate all your time to. And again, maybe it was law or in the legal system. This is dedication. The Ace of Swords is an epiphany. Look, it looks like she's being struck. Her hair's rising up. Like I got those pings, the chills all over, right? This is your awareness, perhaps, of your decision to move forward and focus your life on something that now, at the present time, you're evaluating. Perhaps, you know, I spoke of marrying two ideas, perhaps changing. If anything else, it is a contemplation of, well, I feel like there's questioning on your part. Did you make the right decision? You know, interesting, we have here these two cards, the Three of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. 8 and 3 is 11. And we spoke about the Justice card. In the reverse, says there is an imbalance. Maybe you work a lot. Maybe you focus all your attention on building a career, on the material things. And you're really good at it. Quite frankly, you've worked very hard, and I feel that, I see that. You know, as we grow, as we evolve, you know, the things that bring us satisfaction change. Our desires of yesterday, of years prior, the decisions that we've made, put us on a trajectory. And we come to a point where we look at it and we can recognize that our point of view of our younger selves is different than the point of view of who we are today. And that's what this feels like. This is you evolving, changing, stretching, growing. And I feel like in here, a sorrow, like a missed opportunity, like you're feeling like you're missing something. I can say to you that I don't feel that. And I say that only because I'm connected to what's ahead, that your joy, your desire to perhaps create a family, perhaps focus more on family and not career, is beautiful. All that you have done in the past has brought you to this point. Very interesting. This awareness for you, Aquarius, we see with the Queen of Coins in reverse, clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. This Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Swords really is you looking at yourself differently, trying to define yourself in a different way. Whereas perhaps years ago it was about going to college, staying focused on your schoolwork, your academics, your career. Something has changed and shifted in you to lean more into, a family, a tribe. It's about your happiness. One second. It's about you expressing yourself through your true emotion of who you are. It's pretty powerful, Aquarius. This Ace of Pentacles shows to me that this new idea that's literally planted in your mind, because look at her head is upside down, is growing. And you are in this state of contemplation as to who you are. Two of Swords. I love these cards. I'm using the Tarot of the Abyss. What we see here is somebody kneeling on her two swords, and in each hand she carries a mask. Her face is faceless. It's a blank slate. Wondering who you are, questioning who you've become, how you can change, who you want to be. These are big questions for you, Aquarius, right? What I can say to you in this Two of Swords. Now, Two of Swords can mean like there's a decision to be made. There's an intellectual process that goes on. and you make a choice and you move forward. Yes, but what I want to say to you, because she is kneeling down on those swords, and we have this justice here, I feel like you just want to have a true balance, peace. You want to bring all those different aspects of yourself and bring it forward. Because in reality, to look at this card, who we are in the office, in the external world, who we are at work is completely different than who we are at the park, isn't it? Who we are in in the office. Sorry, I kind of left for a second. Who we are in the office is non-emotional. Who we are when we're out in the workforce, we don't put emotions there. We're there to work, correct? When we're home, when we're by ourselves, that is when we get in touch with our emotions. Maybe you feel there's been a bit of a hardening of your emotions. I really feel like this is an aspect of you marrying the two together. Or maybe it is marriage. I don't do love readings. This is you in the process of trying to put that together. And you wanting to come to terms with it. Maybe you're in the process of making a choice between having a family, having a baby, and your career. Sometimes it's not an either or, just marrying the two ideas together. I'm going to move on because time is afoot. We have the Six of Wands, being successful. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands. Interesting, the cups, which is our emotions, our connection, celebrating. It's in the reverse. And that really does lean back to you evaluating why it is that maybe you're isolated. Maybe you're, really just in this workflow. The choices you made. What I could say to you, moving forward in the energy, you will have success when you evaluate it. Here's the Knight of Wands. This is you looking at the actions that you have taken. This is you observing and asking the questions. This is you moving forward with the answers as to why it is, why you don't feel like you are part of a tribe, part of a connection. And you really being successful with it. I'm going to leave that. Moving on to the Justice card. All intent purposes, this is the future. This is, this aspect of moving forward. We have the Ace of Wands, which I spoke of here. and the Five of Cups in reverse. And I really do love this for you, Aquarius, because it does say to me that you go back to a particular point, back here, when you chose to be focused on your academics, your career, perhaps your financial stability. And you get reinvigorated and you start that process over from a different perspective. And I say from a different perspective because where you are here in the future is much different than where you were in your past, your younger self. Do you see it's a phoenix. Phoenix rising out of the ashes. Rebirth. You know, we can flip this whole thing and say the opposite, that you chose to have children and now you're looking at moving forward with your career. This is that duality play on that. And here we have the Five of Cups. In the upright, it speaks of, well, you just look at this person. She seems to be agonizing over 3 spilled cups. What she doesn't realize, what she cannot see, because she's all turned into herself, focused and stuck on those 3 cups that appear to have spilled over. There are 2 perfectly fine cups, a representation that you have all that you need within you moving forward. It's in the reverse. And what I really love about this spread for you, Aquarius, is it really does show the transition, the process of you looking back, understanding how your evolution has brought you to a point where you can evaluate and move forward and understand what you put out externally into the world, that perhaps it did not give you all that you needed. It gave you some aspects, right? It gave you material things. It gave you, or vice versa, right? If you had a family first, you don't have the material things. But now you're evaluating what you put out into the world and how you're bringing it back in. Is it nurturing? There is something missing. And you're balancing that out. I really love it. What a beautiful reading. Let me just look at something here. The 4 of Cups really speaks of you lacking something. Boredom even. Not recognizing this 1 cup that's being offered. There's a bit or a tad bit of sadness. Perhaps it's just melancholy. Perhaps you feel too many years have passed. What I can say to you, Aquarius, is this is a well-balanced aspect for you. That what's stepping forward, what it is that you are desiring, is so much in your grasp. Albeit work, albeit family, tribe, your need and longing to feel love and be loved. It's beautiful. Thank you, Aquarius. Be well. Peace.